Some you really like when they get here, some of them you're not going to like so much when they get here. You're creating all of them. And the way you feel is your indicator of what you're closing the gap on. In other words, there are people who right now are sick, who have cleaned up their vibration, who are moving away from sickness to wellness. And even though the manifestation of the wellness is not apparent yet, because 99% of the vibration is in place before it is apparent, they're moving in the right direction. And they know it because their emotions are saying to them things like joy and love and appreciation. In other words, they're feeling good. But there could be a person with no physical evidence of illness in their body, moving swiftly or actively toward a manifestation of an illness, and they don't know it yet. They're on the path toward illness. They don't know it unless they know that anger, fear, depression are indicators of the direction that they are moving. So people say the oddest thing, odd to us anyway, they say, it just came out of nowhere. And we say, no, it didn't. It didn't come out of nowhere. You practiced the vibration of it hard and long.
So basically what she's saying is that a lot of people would come when they have an illness that pops up and they say they come out of nowhere. Basically what she's saying on this one is that people don't realize that they are actually practicing this frequency of illness. And when you're practicing this frequency of illness and you don't know, that's when it pops up out of nowhere. But that's why it's so important to be in the moment and pay attention to how you're feeling in this moment. This is what determines what frequency you on. So this is what she's talking about, that coming out of nowhere. Because it's not just coming out of nowhere, it's that you're practicing this frequency, but you don't know it. So that's why it's so important to always be in the moment. So yes, Rick's moment.
Wonderful buffer of time you've got going here, where you have to solidify a vibration pretty well. Then people say, well, then why are children born with deficiencies? And we say, well, first of all, you don't know that it wasn't their intention, and you cannot compare what you are wanting with what anyone else is creating. But we know that's a hard one to swallow. Why would anyone want something that I don't want? We say, it's a diverse universe. You didn't come here to be the same. You came here in your differences to provide a well-stocked kitchen to allow others and yourselves opportunities to define and decide what you want. You did not say, I will come forth.
So we're going to stop her right here as well. And she's referring to, a lot of people would say, you know, there's a lot of illnesses going on. And why do people come here and they have all these different illnesses? And basically what she's saying is that, how do you know that that's not something that they have personally made a choice with before they came in this physical reality? It's something that you don't know, because there is an agreement that you make in the non-physical before you come over here. So these things that you don't know, you're just assuming because you're saying that, of course, nobody would want something that you wouldn't want. But it gets deeper than that. It's a different level to it. So basically that's what she's saying, that it's something, an agreement that they're making before they make their way into this physical reality. That they are a purpose that they choose to do and be and come once they get over here. So there's some things that you don't realize before they do before they get over here. So yes, it was a choice.
Physical.